Welcome back to the Vanilla Kingdoms AI only campaign. Vanilla Kingdoms is a very interesting mod. You can see some interesting stuff here. It basically moves kingdom stuff over to, oh that's a pretty rainbow, into the base game vanilla. That's just the purpose of the mod and I do really like it. Milan just surviving over here, final settlement. Venice, that was very good for Venice, taking both of them settlements. Yeah, but here we are, part 2, and if you haven't seen part 1, go back and watch it, it's a good one, but you don't really need to keep up with the story, you can sort of see what's happened. And yeah, we got Antioch here going on a crusade to Jerusalem. That's a weird looking Jerusalem to Cairo. Can they take it? Let's find out. Ooh, Portugal swoops on up. Takes Bordeaux before the French can. Yeah, as I said, the French, they always struggle. Who's going to get to Bruges? Chances are it won't be the French. Could be the Norwegians, actually. Oh, the Mongols. The Mongols are coming. They'll be here in a few turns. Faction destroyed. Ah, never mind. That's a bug. Ignore that. The Mongols will arrive. It will be fine. Just a bug. Visual bug. Okay, so following factions have gone to war, Lithuania and Hungary. Ooh. Alright, so that doesn't really mean much, but yeah, the Portuguese now own the Moors as a vassal. I believe it's that way around. Let's quickly double check. Yeah, the Portuguese, they own the Moors. Well, good for them I guess, but that will surely break at some point very soon. Yeah, that's not gonna last. Cairo is under siege by a large Antiochian army, but I don't know if I can take it. Reginald de Dijon there. I don't think he can do it. I think he's gonna lose. That's a lot of troops he's up against. Oh, we got a war between the Spanish and the Portuguese. Spain, so far doing nothing in this entire campaign. Lithuania, getting into the Caucasus Mountains now. Imagine that. A Lithuanian Middle East. Would never have expected to see that, especially considering that Lithuania does not actually own Lithuania at all. Aye, and here they come, the Mongols, the scouting party. Arriving in Russia though, not the Middle East. This we actually very rarely see in AI campaigns. I think in all of them so far they've arrived down here. But yeah, we're gonna see a Russian Mongol army this time. Well, good luck Mongols, and good luck Novgorod and Lithuania. Oh, rip Sicily, they've lost Naples, their capital. It's fallen. To the Papal States as well. That's not good for the Sicilians. But the Pope right now, trying to unify Italy. And as expected, Antioch failed. Cairo is weak, but who's done the moving and take it? Someone's got to come down. There must be loads of Crusader armies on the way. Yeah, HRE here. It'll go eventually, but to who? Venice has arrived. Venice did the first crusade for Vilnius. Can they do the second? Well, they've got it under siege. They've got the troops. I think they could do it. Spain has taken Valencia from the rebels, not the Portuguese. Oh, rip Novgorod. Ryazan is under siege. That's a lot of Mongols. Yeah, they're dead. There we have it, the Mongols' first blood. Ryazan, where they're going to continue going. They usually go for Kiev, but they might be a little bit different in this mod. And Cairo held out. And, hold on, what am I seeing here? This is the Irish symbol. But it's saying Norway, hold on. The HRE vassalized Norway? There's no way that just happened. Well, Novgorod has the Teutonic Order as a vassal. HRE, where are you? Here we are. Yep, they have the Norwegians as a vassal. Okay, interesting. And the Irish putting Antwerp under siege. Alright, we're seeing a lot of weird stuff right now. And well done, Ireland, taking Antwerp. Irish Netherlands. Never thought I'll see the day. How's the crusade looking? So yeah, Venice did lose. The HRE going to give it a go now. And we've got another one. The Turks giving themselves up to Antioch, becoming a vassal of them. Does make sense, I think. Antioch took their capital, Caesarea, and they don't have that much land left. Just 3 settlements, and Antioch looking really good despite failing the crusade and not expanding enough on the Egyptians. Antioch is still looking good. Right, Emperor Wolfgang and his HRE troops have arrived. Do they have the strength to take it? Also, a new homeland for the Mongols in Kiev. Well done, Mongols, enjoy your stay. And Antioch has gone to war with the Byzantines. I'm gonna have to favour Antioch in that. I think they're having a very good game, and I think they could actually win this. Venice were having a good game, but they lost a lot of territory to the Hungarians. Hungary took 1, 2, 3, and now 4 settlements from Venice. Okay, Emperor Wolfgang, you've been stood here for about 5 turns now. Just put it under siege. Come on. I don't know what he's waiting for. Maybe he doesn't think he can win? I don't know. Ooh, Antioch moving forwards, taking Iconium from Byzantium. Impressive. Yeah, Byzantium's struggling right now. Okay, by the way, with all of these names here, I know it can be a bit annoying. I thought it would be good for the AI only. I'm gonna remove it for part 3. I'm not liking it. In some places it's good and helpful, but in some places it's actually good and kind of helpful, but in others, you know, it's just a little too chaotic. Yeah, just a little bit. Please, Wolfgang, do something. Hey, you did it. Cairo is under siege at last. Oh, no, never mind. He's given up. He lifted for siege. Don't know why, but yeah, he did. Is there any real crusaders around who is able to do this? No, doesn't look like it. Nope, it's all on you, HRE then. Oh, they signed a truce. That is so dumb. And the Kievan Rus is now dead. Starting Kiev, they did lose that settlement, but they made it down here to Ayazi. And it seems like the Polish destroyed them. Rest in peace, Kievan Rus. I have done many AI-only campaigns, but I have never seen this before, I don't think. The Egyptians have taken Rhodes out of nowhere. I've got no idea why, but we're seeing a naval Egypt. I don't know why we're seeing this, but yeah, a naval Egypt. Taken Rhodes, gonna take Crete. They've already taken Cyprus. Why is Egypt being such a naval power in this series? It's weird, I'm not used to it. Anyway, turn 100 now. Alright, they failed at... Ooh, never mind. I was about to say they failed taking Crete, but they came with another army. And the Mongols expanding into Lithuania, taking Sarkel. Lithuania struggling a bit again, down to just 2 settlements. They've not had a good game at all. And what's interesting is they're pagan faction, but they're going to get a choice at some point in the campaign if they want to change to Christianity or not. What would you go for? It's like you got, you know, it's... There's no reason for them to stay with either. Pointless staying pagan, because there's no pagan land. Pointless going Christian, because there's no Christian land around them. Poor Lithuania. Oh, the Papal States, being the one wanting to unify Italy. They have Genoa under siege, and Milan, trying to make the comeback, putting Milan under siege. But I think Venice can hold out up here. I think they should be okay. Yeah, they were. But that's not going to stop the Pope, though. Genoa has fallen. And the Pope looking quite strong right now. Yeah, the Pope is looking good. If you want a Crusade update, it's been going for about 30 turns now, and still no one's taken it. The HRE is still part of the Crusade, but they have a truce. So yeah, this is a bit awkward right now. I don't think anything's going to happen. Oh, they've put a settlement under siege. Well done, HRE, well done. Hopefully they'll actually take it this time and not another truce. The Pope has taken Milan. Yeah, the Pope looking really powerful. And the French, they did something. They took Bordeaux from the French. From the Portuguese, sorry. Yeah, that's quite a big hit for Portugal, but good for France. But sadly they might lose Rene. Gotta be careful. Ooh, the English actually did it as well. We got gunpowder in the game now. Well done England for taking Rene. Failed crusade. Oh well. Just as we were getting somewhere, Nicaea is under siege by Antioch. If Byzantium loses this, Constantinople will then be under threat. Okay, Byzantium held out. And more Mongols has arrived. They've put Bulgar under siege here. Oh, that's a bit worrying. Just as the Mongols were getting a little bit weak, I think. A little bit, what's it called? Overextended. Yeah, just as they got to that point, they get some reinforcements. 4 new full stacks of Mongolian troops. And they've taken Bulgar, building an Eastern European empire right now. And this I did not notice until now. Antioch swooped up around the Turks and have taken Baghdad. Antioch, very big power in the Middle East. They're going to be a very interesting faction to watch. But they've got to beat the Egyptians. If they can't even beat Egypt, then that's not going to be good. Alright, they did push the Egyptians back. Oh, Milan! You know, they don't have their original homeland, but they're still expanding. Taking Metz from the HRE or the HRE. Frankfurt, their capital or original capital, under siege to the Polish. That's going to cut them off in the north. I did see some Hungarians siege Vienna at one point, but they've pulled back from that. And Venice. Oh, the Pope wanting to kick them out of Italy altogether. I agree, Pope, they were a lot of trouble, but this might be a little too far. Alright, Venice actually held their... Yeah, Venice held the ground. But we've had a jihad called. Where is it for? Well, it won't be Jerusalem. I doubt it would be for an Antioch settlement. Maybe it's for Constantinople? It's for Constantinople. Right, so Byzantium, that could be a little worrying for them. I don't think the Moors would be a problem. Or maybe they could be. The Turks, they're weak. It's more just an Egypt thing, I think. Yeah, Egypt could make it up here and be a problem, but... Yeah, Byzantium could hold against this, is what I'm trying to say. The Mongols, oh, they joined. And they're taking Kaffa on their way. Alright, now that changes things. But they lost their capital, Kiev. It rebelled, they took Kaffa, but... Losing Kiev, that's going to be rough. That's quite a big rebel garrison as well, which... The Mongols don't have the troops to deal with. Oh, I'm just seeing it there. I'm just seeing it on the minimap. Just watching it all fall. Staufen fell to Milan. Nuremberg fell to Poland. They just divided the HRE in two just like that. Oh, the Holy Roman Empire, very weak right now. Spain trying to take Cordoba here. The Moors did take Timbuktu, but that's not going to mean much in this campaign. The Jihad is coming round, but it's only one general. Like, that's not going to do anything. Alright, the Moors held out. Alright, he's here right now, but he doesn't have any troops. So chances are Byzantium's just going to kill him. Or maybe just let him be. Nope, they're gonna let him walk around them. Right, this is weird. I don't know what Byzantium or the Mongols are thinking right now. Alright, Crete is a little bit of a mess. What's going on? So we got Venice here with some reinforcements. They've completely, like, blockaded the island. We got the Pope here, Sicily's here, Antioch's here, Byzantium's here. This is just chaos. And it's a jihad army as well. Oh, the Moors making a bit of a comeback in Iberia. Somehow they swooped up and took Leon from Castile. Or Spain. Don't know why I called them Castile. Yeah, the situation here is just not getting any clearer. They've still got it under siege. How many turns? 2 turns until it starves out. Yeah, Egypt, they should be able to control this situation very easily. They've got the numbers. And there we go, the Egyptians took it. Heraklion. Where are they gonna go now? So they've gotten on the boat and they're sailing up to Constantinople. Meanwhile, Frankfurt fell to Milan. That's quite a good settlement for them to take. Milan is a very weird nation right now. It's more like Burgundy at the present moment. Oh, the Black Death has arrived. Now, regicide in this game is where all family members die and the faction becomes a rebel faction. We do often see this in AI campaigns, and we usually see one faction die off completely, out of nowhere when the Black Death hits. So yeah, expect to see a big faction possibly just disappear off the map. That could easily happen. But anyway, the Egyptians have arrived. Leon was taken back. And they're gonna try to take Constantinople, but Byzantium, they've got a lot of troops here, they've reinforced. Can they hold? The Mongols taking Moscow, and Constantinople is under siege. Looks like they've battled already. Byzantium took more damage. Byzantium though, they could get some reinforcements here. I don't know, who's gonna win it? Oh, the Egyptians got it. Well done, Egypt. They've completed the jihad and taken Constantinople. Yeah, Egypt's a very big naval power right now, holding all the islands, some little colonies now off sea, but Sicily's interested in Crete, and that could break it. Yep, Sicily took Crete. And Christianity starts to make a bit of a comeback. Orthodox Christianity, yes. I guess it's close enough. Taken back Constantinople, but the main reason I said that is because the Moors have been kicked out of Iberia. Well done, Spain. And Spain is now the main power of the Iberian Peninsula, not Portugal. Here's a sentence I never thought I would say. Venice has taken the massive rebel settlement of Kiev, using troops from Vilnius, which they conquered in their crusade. There we go. Venice still just holding on. Seems like the Hungarians are trying to take the capital itself now. Yeah, everyone wants Venice. Innsbruck could fall to the Poles. They've already taken Stettin from them, and of course, Nuremberg. And the Irish were the ones to take Belgium. Is that? I think that's all rebel settlements. Apart from arguing down here, that don't count. But yeah, I believe that is the last rebel settlement to fall. Well done, AI factions, well done.
After facing the terror of
they're here. The Timurids have arrived. And it's in the Middle East. That's gonna annoy Antioch a bit. Yeah, that's gonna mess with Antioch and Egypt as well. The Turks, chances are they're not gonna survive this. Lithuania, their final settlement, they might not survive this. I don't know. It depends what the Timurids do, how aggressive they are, and all that. I cannot believe it. Venice is of course excommunicated, and it seems a crusade has been called for Vilnius. Accidentally skipped it there, but yeah. A crusade for Vilnius. Again. Who's gonna take it this time? Oh, I'd love it to be Lithuania. Come on, Lithuania, please join and take back Vilnius. Alright, the Timurids are arriving in the rich heartland of the Middle Eastern coast over here, but Cannes has fallen to the French. Along with Pamplona, France looking quite okay in this campaign so far. They're looking okay. And there's just nothing stopping the Irish right now. They've gone to war with the Spanish and they're moving in for Leon. The Irish Empire, I love it. I love Ireland in this game. They're doing so well. For what they started with, they're doing so well. You know what, Ireland? I am rooting for you. The Timurids have Jerusalem under siege. A lot of settlements just fell there. Well done Novgorod for pushing back against the Mongols taking back Moscow. Well done Milan for taking Hamburg. Milan actually looking very powerful right now. And well done Poland for taking Vienna. Lithuania made a comeback taking Kaffa, but they did not take Vilnius. That instead goes to Milan. Milan's having such a good campaign in this episode. Terrible episode 1, but a brilliant episode 2. Well done, Milan. Well done. And it was Milan who took Innsbruck as well. Wow, Milan, the new Holy Roman Empire. I love it. And Lithuania making a massive comeback. Barcelona, the Portuguese settlement, Zaragoza, the Portuguese settlement, fallen to the French. And Lithuania, taking Sarkel, the Mongols down to just one settlement left. Venice has become a vassal of the Mongols. Milan. Some weird looking Mongols. Timurids, what are you doing? You were all here, now you're pulling back this way. Are you pulling back to the void or something? I don't know. They took it. Right, Jerusalem has fallen to the Timurids. Yeah, they were playing very weird strategies there. I didn't understand it, but they took it anyway. Okay, this has been a very weird episode. We've seen some empires rise, which we never thought we would see. Egypt being one, Milan, the Papal States, France, Ireland, Spain, and some fall that we expected to actually last quite a bit, like Portugal. They were having a good campaign for HRE. Where did they go? But yeah, very interesting, and still the Teutonic Order has not done anything at all. They're waiting for their historically accurate start date, aren't they? Yeah, they're playing the historical accuracy route. They're not here until they're historically meant to be here. That's what they're doing. But anyway, this has been part 2 of the AI-only campaign for the Medieval 2 Total War Vanilla Kingdoms mod. If you want to try the mod, link in the description, along with a tutorial guide on how to download and install it. I have been MELKOR. Subscribe to get notified of each episode. They're every Tuesday and Friday, and I upload a load of other stuff as well. And for part 3, I will try and get these names fixed, because they do kind of get in the way a little bit, I think. So yeah, I'll try and get that fixed. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, hope to see you in the next part, but for now, goodbye.